Welcome back to my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. So I'm back with another video for my Locs series. This is Adorning My Locs Part 8, Charms. Stay tuned. So this is the color theme that I'm doing for my locks. So far I have 3 out of the 4 purples in my hair. So right now I have about 3 purples and 1 blue. So all the blues that you see, I'm going to switch out for that kind of orchid purple that I showed you earlier. So I'm just going to show you how I remove the yarn and how I apply those as well. And then I'm also going to show you how I add the charms. I did really enjoy this blue. It's very pretty, but something in me just wanted all purple, so I'm just going to switch it out for this purple here. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So first you're just going to go ahead and separate all your blue pieces and just pull those forward to make it a little easier for you. So to remove them, I just use a latch hook and I just hook the latch right up under the knots and I just pull them. So you literally just wiggle it in there and then just pull it out, and then after you've pulled all the knots out, it literally will just unravel and it'll be so easy. So just a little disclaimer, please watch your fingers. Sometimes when you're trying to get the latch hook under the knot, you may poke yourself, so just be mindful of where your finger placement is. So you just want to kind of wiggle it right up under there and just pull it out. And then once you do get all the knots unraveled, you can just literally pull it and it'll unravel by itself. So once I get up to that charm, I'm just going to slide it off the yarn and set it to the side because we will use it again when we put our new color on. And then I'll put in the details as well where I got this charm from, because I got it from a cute little store, like a crystal store in Houston. So I'll just put that in the details in the description. So your yarn will look all curly like this, so you can just go ahead and set that to the side, or if you have a little trash can, you can just throw that away, or you can save it to reuse it. I guess it depends, it's up to you. So then coming back with our new piece of yarn. So if you watched any of my other videos, you know how we started. So we're just going to place our yarn right behind our lock. So when I say behind, I mean the side that's closest to you, and then you want to hold down that loose end because you will wrap your yarn around that to secure it. So like I said, go ahead and place your yarn behind your lock, so the side that's closest to you, and then begin to wrap. So take your time when you're first starting this out, because you want to make sure that your beginning is very secure, just so you don't have any issues with the beginning or the end of your wrapping. And then once you have that piece secure, you can go ahead and start to wrap. So I did go ahead and speed this up a bit just because it is a little bit redundant with this one, because I am using only one color. So it is sped up. I am quick at wrapping, but not quite this quick. So I did speed up just a little bit for you guys. So you want to wrap until you get to a good place where you want to add that charm again. So this is a good stopping point for me to add the charm. So I'm just going to add a little duck clip. So you can use a duck clip or a flat clip just to secure your yarn so it doesn't unravel as we're adding the charm. So I'm just going to get down all the way to the bottom of that yarn and then go ahead and twist the end. You can add a little bit of gel or a little bit of water if you need to, just to have a little bit more pointy edge for the end of your yarn. It'll make it easier for you to insert the yarn through the hoop. So I'm just going to go ahead and insert it through this little loop here, or hoop, or whatever you want to call it, and pull the yarn through. And then you're going to pull your charm all the way up to that stopping point where we had our top of the yarn at, and remove your clip. After you remove your clip, you want to make sure you hold your charm in place. So it's very important to hold your charm in the direction that you want it to face, because once you wrap it, it will face that direction. So go ahead and keep wrapping. So I do go ahead and loop the yarn over the top just a couple times, and then I'm going to loop it under the bottom, and that's going to secure it, and then we can continue wrapping. So this is what I mean when I said go under the charm. So you're going under where that loop is. You want to make sure everything still looks like it's a flawless wrap, so there's no spaces or gaps, anything. If you do have a little bit of space, that's okay. But this is just to make sure that your charm is nice and secure. So after you do that, you may need to also push your charm out of the way, so just be mindful about that. But after you do that, you can continue wrapping. So I went ahead and sped this up again for you guys, and I'm just going to continue wrapping until we get to our stopping point. Okay, so this is our stopping point. So now that we're down at the bottom of our lock, we're just going to go ahead and secure our yarn. So we're just going to go ahead and loop that yarn over our hand and pull the yarn through the top. So you can see here, it's a little bit better than I can describe it for you. So we're just going to go ahead and throw that yarn over your hand and then pull it through the top. So I do this about 3 or 4 times, and the yarn is very secure. As you've seen before, when I was trying to take the knots out, you did have to put your back into it just a little bit. So these knots will secure your yarn, but just make sure you do it about 3 or 4 times, because sometimes a knot may slip, but you still have security with your yarn. So just do it about 3 or 4 times and pull it all the way through, and make sure you're pulling that yarn nice and tight each time. So once you have everything nice and secure, you can just take some scissors and cut off your excess yarn, and this is what it should look like. So the first time you do it, it may not be perfect, but that's okay. Just take your time, and if you have any questions, please drop it in the description, and I'll also link the playlist for the rest of the videos in the description as well. So here it is with the charm, and then I'm also going to add a picture of what the whole look looks like as far as me switching the blues to the purple. So stay tuned for that, and once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.